CQST, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, net control operator for this evening's edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. This net meets every 2 weeks on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central European Time to discuss topics related to amateur radio. This is a directed net. All traffic should go to net control. Special thanks to 9H1 Sierra Fox, Stephen, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, Jerry, 9H1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra Charles for making this possible. Thanks also goes to 9 Hotel 5 Sierra November Marco and 9 Hotel 1 Golf Papa Mark for allowing us to use the 9H1 UHFR repeater. And also to 1 9H1 Uniform Sierra and Herbert 9H1 Delta Hotel for allowing us to use the 9H1 DMR repeater. This net is currently being transmitted on tow group 2780 on DMR and simultaneously on 9H1 UHFR repeater. I will now stand by for check-ins for the net. Are there any check-ins for this evening's net? Please state your call sign in phonetic alphabet, followed by your name, if you so wish, and leave a pause of about 5 seconds to allow the other people to check in and avoid duplication. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, waiting for check-ins for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
Whiskey Bravo 4 Papa Victor Tango WB4 PVT Charlie. Over.
I have WB4 PVT. Charles? Are there any other check-ins for this evening's edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet? Are there any check-ins for this evening's edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet? This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, net controller for this evening's edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
For 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey via DMR.
Thank you, Jerry. I have November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey on DMR tow group 2780. Experiencing problems with via Echo Link connecting to 9H1 UHFR. So at the moment, we're actually transmitting simultaneously on both repeaters using 2 separate radios. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha standing by for any additional check-ins for this evening's edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
Hey, this is 9 Hotel 6 Sierra Golf Mike. 9 Hotel 6 Sierra Golf Mike. Joe, with this call sign registered on this radio. You copy there, net controller?
9H-5 Sierra Golf Mike, copying loud and clear. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Okay, so it seems we have three radio amateurs online, on air. We have WB4PVT Charles, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey Jerry, and 9 Hotel 6 Sierra Golf Mike Joe. Joe, would you like to take the mic first? Because you're usually, I know this is not a very convenient time for you, so would you like to have the mic and tell us what's been going on? I know we've seen several pictures of the Scouts activity which you have organized, and a lot of happy faces online. Would you have something about that activity or other activities which have liked you? This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
For giving me the chance. You know very well, usually I'm not around, but it looks like the echoing system has dropped down so that it can help me use the radio set up for the Jamboree. My dear friend 9H-5 Tango Bravo. This radio was set up intentionally for use during the Jamboree with the call 9H-6 Sierra Golf Mike. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to really using during the Jamboree because we were very busy on the other moves. We were very busy on HF and a little activity there on echoing on Sunday, which we managed to successfully use. The 11 groups to activity. I don't know how many kids, that I can tell you. I stopped counting. I stopped counting. The only thing is that I managed to get most of them. Let's say
6 Sierra Golf Mike. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Your communication is breaking up. You could move slower the window or change location slightly. 6 Sierra Golf Mike. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
K2GAP, Alfie, down from down under, and also G3TZM, who joined us also. Let's leave it at that for now. Maybe I can get another slot in before we go for dinner over here. So, hope you guys enjoyed the pictures. As usually, we've got our own photographer who was himself involved with the Jamboree, but he managed to get some pictures for us also when we started off. And 9H-5 Lima Radio, who's not most probably here yet, as he doesn't have DMR yet, but he's looking into it. He helped me quite a lot there with the setup. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it for the event, but maybe next year he can succeed to come. Right, over to you, net controller. I don't know who's got the net running. It's either you, 9H5 Fox Alpha, on N or N7APW. So over to 9H5 Fox Alpha, and then you see who's going to run the net. Go ahead, there, Anthony.
This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Thank you, Joe. 9 Hotel 6 Sierra Golf Mike. Yes, I'm supposed to be running the net tonight, but obviously as soon as the net started, 9 Hotel, the echo link connection fell. So I had to improvise a bit. Let me pass on the mic to November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, and after that I'll take some additional check-ins. Do you copy? November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey was connected to DMR a few minutes ago. I'm not sure if still. Do you copy? Do you copy? November. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. If you are copying, please take the mic. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, net control operator for this evening's edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
5SA and 7APW with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Before I do you copy me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. You're copied loud and clear on bar. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
(9H5FA) with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey returning. Good evening to you. Good evening to you as well. 9H6SGM. Good afternoon to Charlie, WB4PVT, and of course, good afternoon to myself. Yeah. Unfortunately, when you do something live, stuff like this can happen, and it's happened before, and I'm sure it'll happen again. But you're doing just great, Anthony. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because everything is ready and set and aligned, and all of a sudden everything just blows up. And I've been there, and unfortunately you've been there too now. But good work. Good afternoon from Wyoming. It's beautiful. It's cold. It has snowed a few days ago. We got about 3 inches of snow overnight on Sunday, and it stayed cool. And it's warming up now. It's about 10 degrees Celsius right now. It is local time about almost 12:30 in the afternoon. But at nighttime it's going below freezing. And last night it went to minus 5 degrees Celsius. Overnight, but you know, you stay inside and where it's warm, and it can freeze as much as it wants to. Talking about the Jamboree on the air, I enjoyed talking to all the scouts via Echo Link. I think I spent a couple of hours listening and talking, and although it was early in the morning for me, I hope I made sense. At least I think I did, but somebody can tell me. I'll pass it over to you, Anthony, and good job on the net. 9H5 Fox Alpha with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, thank you. Thank you for, yeah, at the moment I'm a bit of a, it's very funny over here. So when you were talking, I had the DMR radio close to my analog radio, and I was picking up the DMR audio via the mic of my analog radio to send it to UHF. And at the moment I'm talking into two radios simultaneously. Well, in an emergency, this works. We've got Charles with us. Whiskey Bravo 4 Papa Victor Tango. Before I actually pass the mic on to Charles, are there any more check-ins? Are there any more check-ins for the net from anywhere in the world? I'm pausing for some check-ins on the net. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha net control operator for this evening's edition of the 9H-HAM Global Net. Okay, so we have 9 Hotel 1 Sierra Fox, who just checked in. I'll now pass the mic to Charles, Whiskey Bravo 4, Papa Victor Tango. This is 9 Hotel 5 Fox Alpha. Mic to you, Charles. Tell us what happened since we last spoke. Anything else that you think would be interesting and that you would like to share for this evening's net?
This is W4 PVT, Whiskey Bravo 4, Papa Victor Tango. Not too much going on. My wife is with her daughter down on the Outer Banks of North Carolina on vacation, which is about maybe 100 kilometers south of here, right on the Atlantic Ocean. I have gone down there, but after you've seen the first kilometer of beach, the next 50-some is all the same to me. So I stay home, have to babysit the dog here. N7APW said it was rather cold there. It's 65 Fahrenheit here, which is about 17 Celsius. And tonight it's going to get cold here. It's going to be down to 51 Fahrenheit, and I'm not sure what that is in Celsius. And as far as the problems with the repeater and the radio, I know how it is. I maintain a 2-meter and a 440 FM radio at one of the clubs, and I have a 2-meter and a 440 D-Star repeater here at the house. It's up about 28 meters. So when things work, it's great, but when it doesn't work, it's a bit of a headache. Every niche I hear on the radios that I maintain, I kind of clench and say, oh my gosh, if I got to fix that, well, what's that problem? So I guess I definitely know how you feel, and I know the hard work that's put into it. And with that, that's about all I have here. Just being a bachelor myself and not having the wife have my coffee sitting beside my bed when I get up in the morning, if you believe that. So 73 to the net, and appreciate it. This is WB4 PVT Clear.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Charles. WB4PVT, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. You're a very lucky man. If you find any man who finds coffee on his bedside table in the morning is a very lucky man. So, however, if you can't have that made for you, and get an automatic coffee machine and put that on your bedside table, and it will prepare coffee at a time time slot pre-programmed time slot, and you'll find it nice and warm in the morning. Do we have any more check-ins? I believe that we might have had check-ins on 9H1 UHFR, which I might have missed. So I have 9 Hotel 1 Sierra Fox, who checked in on analog. Do I have any further check-ins on analog? Because I'm using 2 radios, I think I might have missed some check-ins on analog. If there are any other check-ins on analog and you have already checked in, please check in again so that I could make a note and pass on the mic to you and add it to the log file. So I'm pausing for any check-ins from anywhere in the world on analog or DMR, but especially analog because I might have missed some.
Five FA, 5 Tango Bravo.
Okay, so I have 9 Hotel 1 Tango Lima Chris, and I have 9 Hotel 5 Tango Bravo. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. I will now pass the mic to 9 Hotel 1 Sierra Fox, Steve, for his updates, QSO, and whatever he would like to share with the net this evening. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. 5 Foxtrot Alpha, this is 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Alpha. Tonight, good evening to everybody. Also, like we told, we had the Scouts Jamboree, also the Scouts taking part in Alpha as well. We had 7 groups in all, over the 2 days, and it was very successful event for this year also with the Scouts. Facebook page of Scouts and there is some videos there, and most of the videos have been shared not only in Malta but all over the world to different radio groups and radio clubs around the world that have shared the videos also. That's all I can tell you at the moment. Apart from the photos, you can see the photos there on Facebook. That's about it. Been very busy this evening. Had a few things to attend to, but otherwise than that, I think Dona Saudi is getting started. Yeah. Anyway, all you can do on there, don't talk about just trying to say hello. Charles is still there. He's still there. Trying to say hello to him also. And everyone else. Both continuing on DMR. Okay, the next one up to you. Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Net controller, this is 9 Hotel 1 Sierra Fox. 9 Hotel 1 Sierra Fox, thank you very much. 9 Hotel 1 Tango Lima, Chris, with Mike to you. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha with the rest of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. 9 Hotel 1 Tango Lima. Hello, Zurkova. Thank you, Anthony, for being net control for this evening's test. Despite the technical difficulties, you're doing great. Although I did check in from the beginning through 9H-HAM repeater, but it seems like it not go through from the beginning. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's related to the technical difficulties earlier. At the moment, I'm cleaning out my car and trying to pay attention to the net at the same time, which I'm not very good at, doing two things at the same time. So good job to you, Anthony, for talking on two radios simultaneously. Alright, so we keep this one short. Back to you, net controller, 9H-5FA from 9 Hotel 1 Tango Lima. Great. uh, 9H-1 Tango Lima, thanks a lot. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Okay, so just to summarize, at the moment I'm using an ICOM IC2730 for analog as it's actually a mobile device, but I'm using it as a base station. TYT Tango, Yankee Tango, Mike Delta 930, BMR handheld, and when I talk, I'm talking into both of them. When someone connects via DMR, I am holding the the mic of the analog radio close to the DMR radio. And when someone talks in analog, I'm holding the analog mic, the DMR mic, that's close to the analog radio. So this is the most manual way of relaying across two repeaters. God forbid we didn't do this for three repeaters. Okay, so 9 Hotel 5 Tango Bravo. Mike to you. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Just to let you know, I've sent you a message that you know they're moving, so. See whether they can actually connect through the encoding. At least on my phone, it's a go there as link here, and to pick up the net if the people who are Wi-Fi maybe listening to it. Just a small note. I think it was a week ago that I had a nice show there. The local repeater with me, Jerry. This continuation of probably what we started off last week as we're talking about DMR and getting manual there, 9H-5E, my grown here into DMR radios. So that's okay, won't keep it long. I'll pass the mic back to you. Might try checking on that rolling there from your side, Anthony. So, Mike, back to you. Let's control once again. Thank you very much for all the heartache that this causes. I appreciate all the hard work that you're putting into it. Well done, and congrats to Anthony. 9H-5 FA net control, 9H-5 Tango Bravo, the name here is Ray Boris.
9H-5FA, S7APW. 9H1UHF-R is working now on Echolink, as Chris said, Anthony.
This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, now talking on analog on 9H1 UHFR, connected to 9H1 DMR. Connected to 9H1 DMR link on tow group 2780. I see that 9H1 UHFR is up and running, and there are several people connected to this repeater at the moment via Echolink. So the Echolink is up and running again. Phew, this is easier. I'm using just one mic. I have the following check-ins. I have WB4PVT. I have November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. I have 9 Hotel 5 Tango Bravo. I have 9 Hotel 6 Sierra Golf Mike. And 9 Hotel 1 Sierra Fox, and 9 Hotel 1 Tango Lima. Are there any more check-ins? Have I missed any? Are there any more check-ins from anywhere around the world on DMR or on analog or Echolink? I'm going to pause for check-ins which I may have missed, or new check-ins who may connected now.
Okay, can I have a break? 9H6 Sierra Golf Mike.
Go ahead, 986 Sierra Golf Mike.
Much, Anthony. Thank you very much. Yes, as you know, I'll have to go. My time's ran out, but it's been nice joining the net this evening, especially with the call 9H6 Sierra Golf Mike. So it should go down in the logbook also. So we'll finish on a very good note. But actually, 9H6 Sierra Golf Mike is still running, and this evening got some very good contacts also. So I can use it till the end of the month. So I'll make the best use of it, just the same. Okay, a quick thank you to 9H5 Lima Romeo, 9H2 Alpha Romeo, 9H5 DX, 9H5 Alpha Sierra, and G8 MLQ, who helped out during this year's Jamboree, especially G8 MLQ and the wife Anna, who helped out quite a lot also with the dismantling of the antennas and all the equipment. And we had a good laugh there. Also, we broke the ice, as you might say, after so long. Had a nice QSO with Alfie there, with our latest addition to the Scout group, G8 MLQ, who was talking to Alfie there. Added on in the group I had on Sunday, but it was quite funny, you know, but still, it was good. Right, so next year maybe we can some of you might join us and help out also, because I can assure you that you'll remember it. Because an occasion like that gives you great satisfaction eventually, even though it's tiring, but the satisfaction you get out of doing it is tremendous. Right, 73 tries. Good evening, or I think it's good evening or good afternoon to everybody there. And I might join you again next time. Over to you, Net Controller, and also thanks to Steve for helping out with the communications between our groups, because we did a very good job also. Unfortunately, did not get to hear the other groups, but it's a little bit disappointing, but we had to continue with what we were doing, unfortunately. So, over to you there, and this is going to be my final. 9H 5 Fox Alpha, 9H 6 Sierra Golf Mike, and thank you, Jerry, also, while you're on about over here, for being a participant in our Jamboree this year. The 9H 5 Fox Alpha, 9H 6 Sierra Golf Mike.
Mike, 9H5 Alpha. Thank you, Joe. I'd really like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the Jamboree on the Air activities, which were held 2 weeks ago, or 1.5 weeks ago, across Malta. I think this year was one of those years with probably one of the most activities, Jamboree on the Air activities being held simultaneously. And although I unfortunately was not able to be at any of these activities, but from feedback we've received, this year seems to have been one of the most successful ones all around, with several scouts being interested and a lot of traffic on the air. I was listening to some of the traffic, and the repeaters were congested, and I wasn't listening to HF, I was just listening to the analog repeaters. When the Maltese activities were going on, the local repeaters were congested with traffic. Okay, so is there any other traffic for this evening's net? Is there any other traffic for this evening's net? It is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. If there is any other traffic, please state your call sign, and you can have the mic and go ahead. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, waiting for any other traffic for this evening's edition of the 9H-HAM Global Net. Hearing none, and with no additional traffic or comments, we can bring to end this edition of the 9H-HAM Global Net. This was the 41st edition of this net. The 41st edition. We're slowly creeping towards the 50th edition, and perhaps on the 50th edition we should plan something bigger. If anyone has any ideas, please come up with them. The 50th edition will obviously be held next calendar year, but we perhaps should think of something bigger in terms of publicity, in terms of making more or increasing the interest in not necessarily only this net, but other nets as well. And I don't know, if anyone has any ideas, please come forward with them. We might change the time and date for the 50th edition, perhaps hold it somewhere in a public area, or set up a station somewhere in a public area where people can join. I'm just sort of thinking out loud. but we're closely creeping towards the 50th edition. Today is the 41st. So thanks to everyone. I will now bring to a close the 41st edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. This public service net meets every 2 weeks on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central European Time. I would like to thank all participants for today's discussion. I would also like to thank the repeater trustees for the use of the repeater and all have checked in. Before I actually close the net, I'd like to add one more check-in to someone who's been listening to us but couldn't connect, but I am seeing him on Jitsi. His France is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Mike. So 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Mike has been with us but was unable to transmit due to some technical issues, including him in the log for today's 9H-HAM GlobalNet. I will now return the use of this repeater, well, both repeaters, and all, I will now return the use of this repeater and all linked repeaters to normal amateur radio use. This is 9 Hotel 5 Fox